What's up, y'all? So I've worked with 50 plus businesses ranging from small businesses all the way up until 20 mil ARR SaaS companies in both lead gen and consulting. And in this video, I'm going to be going over my onboarding process because this is, in my opinion, one of the most important factors in service delivery. And if you get this right, you can, in a very real way, double or triple your LTV with your clients. And my current highest LTV client is 20K. And I'm not sure what that's going to finish out at. It could go 30, 40, 50. I don't know. But the engagement's going well. They've paid 20K so far. And ever since I've implemented these things, it's just been so much easier to work with brand new clients. And so let's start with day zero, what we can expect. And so this is something that I send to every single client when they start working with me. It's just like expectations. What can you expect for the first 28 days, and then all we're trying to do in our end is just meet those expectations. But if you don't have the expectations set up, they might expect you to launch the campaigns on day 3 when in reality you're going to be launching the campaigns on day 14. So you want to make that super clear from the very beginning. And so that's day 0. Day 1, we send an onboarding confirmation email. So this is going to include the start date. If we're offering a trial period, that's going to be there, the price, and a whole bunch more information that complements the getting started guide. So we're going to be sharing all of this stuff over here in the onboarding email. And then in day 3, we're going to have done several things. So one, we're going to have set up the cold email infrastructure, and we're also going to have set up all of the collaboration tools, such as the Google Drive folder, etc. And so on day 3, we're basically trying to send them a video letting them know, like, hey, here's all of the different things that we're going to be leveraging to collaborate with one another. And day 7, we are going to then follow up with another video. And so I hope you're getting the theme. We're communicating a lot, and we're also using a lot of video because this is a remote business. The companies we're working with, we don't actually meet with them. And so it's actually a lot. It makes a huge impact if they can easily see you. And we don't want to take meetings because meetings take so much time, and oftentimes they're not productive, in my opinion. And so when we can just do a 5-minute video and save 30 minutes of meetings, it's just so much easier, right? And so we do it that way. And so on day 7, we're basically just sending over a quick message with the smart lead login details and all of this type of stuff, right? And by the way, we already have the smart lead login details by day 1 when we onboard the client, but we don't want to overwhelm them with so many different things. And so we've got 14 days to trickle in a bunch of different things so that by day 14, they're ready to work with us and they've got everything set up. And so one of the things that I absolutely hate whenever I see people doing it is onboarding forms. And so these onboarding forms are going to take a client like 30, 40, 50 minutes to do. But it's like, why? Why do you need to ask these things? You can just do research on the client yourself. And oftentimes the questions that people are asking is, what is your ICP? Why would you ever ask that in an onboarding form? You can literally just go on someone's website and figure out the ICP manually. I automate that process, but if I had to do it manually, that's what I would do. Okay, and so day 7, we send a video email, and basically they really appreciate the videos. And so this is an example of that. Thanks for the great video, Noel. I love this way of getting updates. Did you say 60 email addresses? Wow. If so, anything you need from us. And by the way, the 60 email addresses, this is just over delivering, right? And so they expect that we're going to get like 20 email addresses, something very small. We get 60, we over deliver. And that's the type of reaction that you want to shoot for every single time, right? And so boom, that's that. And then on day 14, we send another video. Again, by day 14, we've already sent 3 videos. You could send 4 or 5 videos, but we're trying to keep ourselves seen, and we're trying to keep ourselves in the loop as much as possible with constant communication. And so this is what I sent on day 14. Hey, hope you enjoyed your weekend. I just wanted to let you know we are live. And so in this We Are Live video, I'm basically just showing off different campaigns that we've worked on. And so whenever we are onboarding a client, we're actually shooting for 24 email variations across 4 different campaigns. And so we're just wanting to show off those different campaigns. And so the reason why we do that much volume on the first 14 days is so that day 1 of sending, we want to, at the very least, get like a lead that's perfect for the client. And so that's the goal. If we can figure out a way to get a perfect lead on day one, it's just going to be so much easier for the entire duration of the engagement. And so, day 15, we're trying to deliver a perfect lead. And by the way, we did accomplish that. And so, new meeting request on day one, boom, boom, boom. And by the way, the lead was great, so it was a perfect deal. But now this is where we start collaborating with one another more often. And so at this point, you can start training the clients on how to work with you. And so, hey, here's how you enter Smart Lead. Hey, here's how you do all of these things. Hey, here's how you do this. And by the way, you can build like your own custom setups in Smart Lead, and so you can probably have like a knowledge base or something of that nature. But that's day 14, 15 to 21. And then from 15 to 21, we just want to keep doing that. Keep sending leads, keep training them, keep doing updates, and we keep doing that, all of that stuff. And then on day 21, we're going to send our first weekly report. It is weekly, so we're going to be sending weekly reports moving forward from this point. But that's going to basically just be like, hey, here's what worked, here's how we're pivoting, and so on and so forth, right? And so within this period of time, all we're trying to do is just deliver a lot of leads. And so when we do a good job in the first 28 days, we can actually ask for a testimonial, we can upsell them to a quarterly or yearly plan, or we can ask for a referral. This is like the perfect time to do these things. And by the way, this is a mistake that I made beforehand. I didn't used to ask for testimonials, and when I did, I just found out that it's just way easier to do it. But a key thing is you want to ask for the testimonial at the right time. You don't want to ask for a testimonial 6 months down the line. I mean, you can actually, that's going to be a better testimonial. But the highest chance for you to get a testimonial is going to be when it's super, super hot. When they just got to know you, they just found out about this service, everything is like super amazing. Do it at that point. 6 months down the line, it could still be amazing, but they have gotten used to that, right? And so this is like the hedonic treadmill, right? If something goes really well, eventually you stabilize, right? If something goes really bad, eventually you stabilize. And so 6 months down the line, if you're keeping consistent with delivering an amazing service, they're going to reach that consistent point, and it's no longer going to feel amazing. The amazing service that you're delivering is going to start feeling normal, and therefore they might not do a testimonial. You're going to have to do like twice the amount of work on top of the amazing service that you're already delivering. So just keep that in mind. Day 28, that's the perfect time to ask for a testimonial. You can go a little bit higher than that. But this is based on my experience. There might be like a different formula out there. And so in conclusion, the formula is communicate a lot. Bonus points if you use video. In my agency, it's a requirement. I'm like, when I do hire a go-to-market engineer / account manager, they're going to have to use video. And so communicate a lot. This is important. Make promises, keep promises. And so this getting started guide, this is a great thing, right? You set the expectations, and on your end, just live up to those expectations. That's all you need to do. And if you can over deliver, that's great. Like as you saw, 60 email addresses, they didn't know that, but we over delivered, right? And so that's great. And then significantly reduce the effort that is required to work with you. So stop all of those 50, 30, 40-minute onboarding forms. Does not make sense. You can certainly do forms, right? Like you want to get the block list of the client. Great. You want to figure out the billing contacts of the client. Great. You want to figure out the salespeople. Who are the leads going to go to? Great. But why are you asking for the ICP? Again, waste of time. Do that on your own. If you don't want to do it on your own, use automations to do it. That's what I do. And then the first month of working with a client, this is arguably the most important. Treat it that way. Again, when we go back to this graph, the retention, as you can see, towards the end, it's like very similar. Like they're losing a very similar amount of clients, but because they managed to keep the clients towards the beginning, in a very real way, this company at the top might make twice as much as this company at the bottom, which is insane. And so make sure that you treat this first month like it is a very important month. By the way, this sets you up tremendously for the future of the engagement, because if you can figure out the winning strategy in month 1, month 2 is just a breeze, month 3 is a breeze, month 4 is a breeze, because you figured it all out in month 1. And so it just makes it so much easier. So Imagine the fact that you can upsell someone into a quarterly payment knowing that the engagement is going to be significantly easier. It's a no brainer to me.